Come with us as we watch the sequel of The Ass's Taint. It's a Tubi movie, the Spirit Airlines of movies, but even Spirit Airlines don't air these. Tiana gives birth to twin babies, Raya and Kaya, and her husband, Mark Chambers, holds her hand in the delivery room. Meanwhile, 21-year-old Raven Gregory keeps looking for anything that can lead her to her real family, surfing website after website. She was adopted by Benjamin and Melissa Gregory, and they dismiss the topic every time she asks about her real family. It's probably Michael and Janet from My Wife and Kids. During dinner, the ladies joke around about using Daddy's American Express card. Raven's adoption gets brought up again, and Raven directs her anger at her younger brother, Hampton, who is Benjamin and Melissa's real son. Raven quickly apologizes and explains that she wants to know where she comes from. Benjamin stresses how much they love her, but Raven lashes out, tired of they asses dismissing the topic. Before she walks out, she warns them that if they don't tell her, she'll figure it out herself. Hampton asks if Raven is okay, and Melissa tells him that she is, and gently asks him to go to his room. After he leaves, Benjamin tells Melissa that Raven needs to know her real identity before everything blows up, expressing his concern since Raven's birth mom was mentally ill. He informs her that he learned from the pharmacy that Raven is off her medicine since she never picked up her refills, assuming that that's the reason why she's lashing out. Benjamin asks Melissa if she's still in contact with the vulva ventriloquist, Dr. Raven Fields, the doctor during Raven's birth, whom she's named after, to which she says she hasn't talked to her in 20 years, and the last she heard is Fields moved to Japan. He also asks about Raven's deceased twin, Annie Dotson, but Melissa says she doesn't have any information about her. When he says they need to find her family, Melissa warns him that if they do that, she'll go to jail for kidnapping and he'll go to jail for aiding and abetting a criminal act, concerned about Hampton. Little did they know, Raven is nosy as fuck. While looking for nanny ads in the newspaper, Tiana, who is Fields' best friend, sees an article about Annie Dotson for her one-year death anniversary. Annie used to be Fields' assistant, and when she attacked Fields, Tiana shot her dead before she could kill Fields. Tiana gets emotional because the article makes her sound like a criminal instead of telling the fact that it was self-defense. Erica Mena ain't in the sequel. I need a refund. Raven looks up Fields and learns about Fields delivering twins to Diane Dotson, who was an addict, and one of the babies being stillborn. She also learns that her twin sister was an intern for Fields, until Fields' best friend Tiana shot her 3 times. Raven looks up Annie's social media, and she weeps while watching a video of Annie being so excited to start her internship at Fields' clinic. When she can't get hold of the Fields Annie Tiana case files online, she calls her friend Taylor, who later gives her the files, telling her that her cousin can get in trouble for it. Looking through the files, she sees crime scene photos, including a photo of Annie's corpse. Raven starts hallucinating, seeing Annie, who tells her that she can see her because she stopped taking her medicine. Annie tells her she'll help her take revenge on Tiana and kill her, but Raven firmly says she won't harm Tiana and will only find Tiana to talk to her. Melissa talks to Raven about not picking up her refills, prompting Raven to confront her mom about not telling her that she's a psycho. At least Raven is self-aware. Melissa tells her that she isn't, and that her meds are to protect her from herself. Raven confronts Melissa about her real family, leaving her no choice but to reveal the truth. Melissa reveals that after Fields handed her the stillborn Raven, she was able to revive her, then she kidnapped her as she didn't want her to grow up with her addicted-ass mother. When Raven says she should go to jail, the hurt Melissa tells her that Diane was also diagnosed with multiple personality disorder, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder. Melissa gives her Diane's files, which contain information such as how she tried to kill Annie when she was a year old and abused her daily because she blamed her for Raven's death. She also tells her that Annie killed Diane because she has the same mental illness as her. Blaming Melissa for everything that's happened, she abandons her adoptive family and vows to make them pay for what they've done. Hell nah, your adoptive family saved your ass. When Raven tells Annie that she wants to take revenge on Tiana, Annie tells her to put on a disguise so she can get close to Tiana and kill her. Tiana tells Mark that she found 2 potential nannies, Donna Washington and Kelly Wright, from a 5-star website. Donna, the one she likes most, has 3 years of experience and wants to be a full-time nanny. Mark be playing too much saying he got side hoes. But is he really? Tiana says she's gonna shoot them all. After Mark leaves, Donna Washington, who's Raven in disguise, arrives for her interview. Damn, apparently wigs be doing wonders for people's identities in Tubi movies. Raven says she hopes to have kids with a good man like Tiana has with Mark. Tiana alludes to doing one bad thing in her life. Tiana then says Raven looks familiar, but thinks her energy is good.
Becky, look at her butt.
She then asks her to return later that day, inviting her over for dinner to see if she and Mark will get along. While preparing for dinner, Mark all of a sudden switches up and says he only got eyes for Tiana. Then he basically swallows her whole. They're interrupted by Raven's knocking though. Raven is shocked to hear that Mark works for Tubi, and Raven says she addicted to the Stepmother series. That's why Raven crazy. She takes after Erica Mena and the Stepmother. Dinner goes well and Tiana hires Donna, asking her to return at 6 in the morning the next day for her first day. At Raven's apartment, Raven gets into an argument with Annie, who is angry that she will be working for Tiana. Raven tells her that Tiana seems like a nice person, prompting Annie to instigate that Raven change the plan because Raven want to do Mark. Raven doesn't deny any of the allegations. Oh, she into Zaddies. The next day, while Tiana is busy preparing to host their friends Savannah and Jameson over for lunch, Donna tends to the babies. Annie appears and taunts her, calling her weak and can't get the job done, prompting Donna to tell her to trust her. While helping Tiana dress up, Donna says she likes her perfume, and Tiana tells her that she'll get her a bottle of it. She also shows Donna the blue dress Mark bought her, which she is planning to wear for lunch since Mark has been wanting to see her wear it. Savannah and Jameson arrive, and Mark notices that Donna is wearing Tiana's perfume. After Jameson meets Donna, he teases Mark saying he got a 20-year-old baddie with large knockers. Mark says he only got eyes for Tiana, but Jameson said he lied to himself. Donna asks Tiana, who's already wearing the blue dress, to carry Raya while she goes to check on Kaya. When Donna returns, she sees a huge white goo on Tiana's blue dress since she just fed Raya and forgot to burp her.
Her butt is just so big.
Donna smiles as she walks away, and when she goes to the kitchen to get a paper towel, she meets Savannah. Savannah calls her the help, and Donna isn't quite friendly either. That's because Savannah done clocked you ass quick. Why is it always the friends who know what's up? While Mark and Jameson are grilling patties, Savannah, who is Mark's childhood friend and childhood ex-girlfriend, warns Tiana about Donna as she feels like she's up to something. She is also appalled that Tiana let Donna use the perfume that drives Mark crazy. Tiana tells her that she trusts Mark and she keeps an eye on Donna. Savannah says they need a Medea-type nanny instead. Little did they know Donna's watching them. She soon hands the men beers, which doesn't sit well with Savannah and Tiana. Annie and Donna be arguing again. Annie says her butt chin is sliding off. Tiana catches Donna arguing with imaginary Annie, to which Donna says she has a habit of talking to herself. Tiana then warns her not to come for Mark. Donna stresses her innocence, and then instigates that it's Savannah she should be worried about. This hoe messy. Soon Tiana sees Savannah and Mark having a fun conversation, sparking her jealousy. Because of this, Mark and Tiana argue, and Tiana kicks Mark out. When Donna says she wants to take the twins, Annie instigates raising the twins with Mark. Annoyed, Donna tells her to stop as she never planned on breaking up the family. She adds that she doesn't want to avenge her death and that she only wants the twins so she can have the family she never had. Bitch, that's still a crime. Donna checks on Tiana and shares that she had twins with her ex-boyfriend Bobby, who wanted to get rid of them. She lost them due to so much stress and she can never become a mother, which she dreams to be, because it got so bad that they had to remove her ovaries. Because of this, she decided to become a nanny. She then assures her that she and Mark will be okay. Donna asks about the Fields Annie-Tiana article, and Tiana tells her the truth that she simply acted in self-defense and that she still feels guilty even if she's been going to therapy for months. When she asks about Fields, she says she moved to Japan because it was too much for her to stay. Annie later instigates that Donna take revenge on Tiana, but Donna, who believes that Tiana is innocent, wants Annie to stop bothering her and threatens her that she'll start taking her meds again. Donna visits Mark at his Tubi studio to suggest that he should plan a surprise for Tiana at the hotel Savannah works for to make up with her. After assuring Mark that Tiana will love it, Mark agrees with the plan. Donna tells Tiana, who regrets how she treated Mark, that she'll set up something for her and Mark so it won't look like she's the first one to give in.
I like big butts.
Donna then meets with Savannah and tells her about the surprise to help her book the hotel. She tells her they'll coordinate and asks her to communicate with Mark less as she's the reason why Mark and Tiana are not on good terms. She explains that Mark obviously still has feelings for her and Tiana can see it. Damn, this woman is trifling, trying to break up this couple. When Tiana gets to the hotel, she sees Savannah holding Mark's hand, trying to calm him down because he's nervous about how Tiana is going to react to the surprise. Tiana slaps Mark back into his Tubi studio. Then she slaps Savannah right out of the IMDb cast list, accusing Savannah of being Mark's mistress. Mark tells her it's a surprise party for her and turns her around to see all their friends waiting for her. Well, that's fucking awkward. Savannah tells her she won't ever betray her, and she and Jameson walk out, ending their friendship. Tiana apologizes, and after a brief mention of Donna's inconsistent statement of whose idea the surprise is, Mark asks for space as he's hurt that she doesn't trust him. For someone off her meds, Donna sure is sane enough to concoct a genius plan. Judy from Nanny Care calls Tiana for a routine checkup on the nanny she hired from them named Cindy Gilmore. When Tiana clarifies that her nanny is Donna Washington, Judy says she hired Cindy Gilmore and that there's no Donna Washington in their database. She also sends Tiana a photo of Cindy, and she a white girl. Tiana goes through Donna's stuff and finds a letter addressed to Raven Gregory. She visits Raven's address in the letter, which is the Gregory family's home, and asks Melissa about Raven. To her horror, after Melissa talks about Raven being adopted and her mental illness, she mentions that Raven has a deceased twin sister named Annie Dotson. Tiana hurriedly drives home, calling Mark to inform him of Donna's true identity and to tell him to meet her at their house. As soon as she gets home, Raven reveals her true identity without the butt chin and confronts her about her shooting Annie. She also admits to orchestrating the Mark Savannah issue and argues with Annie for taking credit for the plan. Tiana fights Raven, eager to defend her family. While Raven is unconscious, Tiana calls 911, but when she turns around, Raven is no longer on the floor, prompting her to immediately check on the twins, but she only finds a device playing a recording of their cries. Raven attacks her from behind, but after a struggle, Tiana manages to throw Raven over the balcony, leading to her death.
Yeah, double homicide.
Bitch.
I'm sorry.
Tiana killed both twins like a badass. As the police take care of the crime scene, Mark arrives and comforts a shocked Tiana. Mark and Tiana make up and he returns home. What did y'all think of this sequel? Do you think it was missing Erica Mena? At least Tiana wasn't as dumb as Erica Mena's character in the first one. Maybe they'll reveal there were triplets all along, and there will be a part 3.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.